welcoming Luis Saldana here to the program, getting ready for Mike Santiago coming up on RFA 39, June 17th in Hammond, Indiana. That's the co-main event of that fight, correct?
Yeah, correct. Co-main event next Friday. This Friday. Coming Friday.
Is this your first time being a co-main event?
No, my debut, I was a co-main event in Des Moines, Iowa versus Justin Lawrence. So, second on RFA.
And how did that fight go?
That fight, I lost unanimous decision. Got held down for 3 rounds, early in my career, and got that taste of that freaking next level athlete.
That's Justin's typical style. Grind you out, kind of beat you up a little bit, hold you down. So it kind of works itself in there. So obviously you went back and defended that first loss, right? You went and fought him again and beat him?
Who, Lawrence? No, I fought him, and after that, I just kept fighting in smaller shows, stacking up some wins, just trying to get in that experience.
You're originally from Des Moines, Iowa. What's it like now living in Gilbert, Arizona?
It's cool. I mean, right after that RFA fight, actually the next month, I moved out to San Diego. I started training at Alliance in 2013. So, I mean, I've been away from Iowa for 3 years now. I spent 2 years at Alliance, and just last July, I moved here to Power. So I'm almost a year here in Arizona.
And that was the big shift when everybody else was leaving too. Like Mike Chandler left Alliance, and Neil Melanson left Alliance as one of the coaches. It was that during that time, right, that you moved over to Power, or was that right after?
Yeah, I did. I mean, after Neil left, I didn't feel like, he was a great coach, and I think, a couple other buddies of mine were leaving from Iowa, Johnny Case, just my, role models and good friends. And, I just went with the crowd and I followed them with my team, my little group.
They all moved to Power?
Yeah, we came over to Power, and then, just shortly after that, a little bit, people started moving. Chandler went to Florida. Lawrence went back to Alliance. But I'm still here. I like it here.
How come you didn't? Was there any thought process of you maybe going down to Florida and being by Coach Melanson again?
Yeah, man. That's what I was thinking at first when I heard Neil was leaving and going out there. I was like, man, well, I'm gonna go with Neil. And then the opportunity came up here in Arizona, and it was just much closer, and it's just easier drive and than moving all the way to Florida.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Another 24 hours versus. What, about 12 hours to drive up or 8 hours to drive up to Gilbert?
It was 6 hours.
So it's not a bad drive at all compared to having 24 hours trying to get all the way to Florida.
Yeah, and then I'm here with my homies and stuff that came with me.
Yeah, so it's still family oriented, still feel comfortable.
Yeah.
So how are things going training wise? Has this training camp been at all any different than your last training camp?
Yeah, I feel like Aaron Simpson, I get a lot more time focused on me to improve and just critique my technique and just little stuff that at Alliance there's so many big dogs out there where it's kind of hard. You just got to fit in and kind of survive every day, just keep it going.
You said a couple of your friends have since left and moved on to other camps. Do you have any new role models that you have on the Power MMA team that you discovered once you got there?
Yeah, I never really knew CB or Bader, and man, those are great guys. I love learning from them and just following in their footsteps. They're really hard workers, and gets me motivated and keeps me going.
And they're not scared to share information with you. They don't feel threatened by showing you something that they figured out. They've always been good like that, even since college. Even when they were wrestling at Arizona State, they were still like, "Oh, I threw this little technique out," and they showed it with everybody. They didn't care if anybody else learned anything.
Yeah, for sure, man. That's a good vibe out here. That's, I like the vibe out here. Kind of like back home, Midwestern vibe. Everybody just, looking out for each other, trying to get better. And, yeah, so I feel comfortable.
Let's talk about Mike Santiago. How hard was it to come up for a game plan for Mike?
I didn't really think of a game plan. I took the fight, I saw his record online and saw that he's from Chicago. So, just off the bat, Illinois, they got a good wrestling community, some good wrestlers out there. Matt Hughes, Clay Guida, Lamas, just grindy fighters, grindy, durable wrestlers. So, that's what I think it's going to be like fighting him. And I mean, after that loss to Lawrence, I felt that, like, I got held down for 3 rounds. That shit sucked. And it's like, I moved out to Alliance, and I got that experience. I was getting held down there, too. And, after a year and a half, it was me on top and me fucking, pushing the pace on them. And I've just gotten so much better to where I'm comfortable to whatever he's going to bring. I feel that I'm going to be ready to, handle it.
And then especially at Power MMA, if you're ending up on top and you're at Power, you definitely got your game up, because all those guys over there are killers, and everybody can wrestle and everybody can hold you down. So it's for a good day. If you're like, oh, I'm on top the whole time, then obviously you've learned quite a bit.
Yeah, man. Especially, I moved out here, and at first a lot of wrestlers were holding me down. And then, like, a couple months, I started lifting, strength conditioning program here. I didn't really lift that much before, but I moved down here, and that's one thing that's really improved. I've been lifting a lot and getting way stronger. And, a lot of ASU wrestlers come in, wrestle, and just fighters out here, Mike Chandler, like Logan Storley. And they've all told me, like, man, you're getting harder to hold down, and you're getting up. And, it's been great. So I've been getting those reps in.
Good for you. So how many times a year do you like to fight? Are you have that mentality when I fight like 4 or 5 times here, or are you someone who likes to fight 2 or 3 times?
Yeah, I mean, I want to fight as much as possible. I mean, these last 2 fights have been ended pretty quick, so I want to keep the ball rolling and get that experience, and try to get into the UFC. That's the main goal. And
during the last fight, you knocked him out in the second round. You didn't take any damage during the first round or during the first part of the second round? Yeah, no, not at all. So that fight was back in April. Was there a reason why you just couldn't line up another fight? Because your next fight's not until June, so it's like a 2-month layoff. Yeah. Were you trying to get a fight in May and it just didn't happen, or was the next fight available to you, this RFA fight? I mean, I was open for options, and then RFA got brought up and they said June, so I mean, I was happy with that. It's a good time to take a little break and then refocus and start sharpening up everything for the camp. This will be your 3rd fight of 2016, and you're going to try and get a couple more in before the end of the year? Yeah, fight this one, get a win, and try to get, I'm trying to get into the UFC before the end of the year, so. That was my next question. Is the whole purpose was to get yourself moved up, so okay. Yeah, trying to get the UFC this year, early next year, keep the ball rolling. I've been working hard, and I'm going to keep doing it. I like it. Lewis, thanks so much for coming on here and spending a couple minutes. Have a great – your training camp is pretty much over. You got to take off and got to make weight on Thursday and then fight on Friday. So I can't wait to see it, and then have fun. Have fun when you're out there in Hammond and enjoy yourself. Okay, appreciate it. Thanks. You got it.